What's up, guys? We're playback trading today, and I wasn't gonna record, but I traded from 7 a.m. to about 8:23, as you can see, and it's a fairly easy day. Actually, not fairly easy. It's very easy. It's a pretty easy day, except for the exception of some trades and our scalps being a little bit off. So in this scenario, here we took that swing low first entry, second entry short in real time, and we got stopped out, but then we ended up being right. I'm okay with that loss. That's the only loss I'm okay with. The other one, we took a swing high first entry, second entry, and we were trying to buy, but that's not what you want to do. You want to sell here, obviously. We got filled late. That bar formed really quick, and so we got filled right here. Got the sell either way. But essentially, you want to sell there because your people are chasing those spikes, and that's the crucial thing about this whole day is deciding what's a spike and understanding that people are going to chase them. With that in mind, this day becomes significantly easier, and that is already in our keynotes here. Let's just open this up real quick. Where'd it go? Did it not open up? There it is. Okay, look, so super crucial. They chase spikes. That's it. 7 a.m. to 8:30, they chase spikes. That's all the information we need for this day. So let's go ahead and see this. So now we have this swing low, swing high first entry, second entry, and in this case we have to understand what the market is doing here. Of course, you can't just be they chase spikes. This is an overall uptrend now. We just came off these lows off of some really good strong support, and so the uptrend is now this direction. And so people are going to keep on shorting because they chase short-term trends, just like we have in our nose. They chase even short-term trends. Second entries with overall trends work for this reason. It says not including spikes, but that was a spike, but then we had that correction. So this actually turns into this trend right here. As you can see, we even bounce off of it right there. And going long there is the best option. I think we took that one and got that one in real life. Then you got a swing low first entry, second entry. People chase spikes, and always you can refer back to the minute chart if you're unsure. Let's go back to 718. So that's this guy. They pushed up pretty high, and you can compare what the market looks like. That's pretty much a spike, and so especially due to the fact that you broke out of this resistance, I take that as a spike. It's 4 bars, and so selling there is the best option. Then you get the swing high first entry, second entry, swing high first entry, and it's a spike. Of course, it's a spike. So what do you do on those spike? People are going to be chasing them, so you just reverse, and so you just buy there. Actually, no, we got stopped out when we bought here, right? So actually this one I'm okay with because we did get stopped out. It's another one of those trades that's just unfortunate where our scalps were. Here we sold just because we knew that's what the market was going to do. But if you want to think about it in a different way, which is due to the fact which is the overall trend is now down, and if you go off of that, all right, it's not necessarily spike. You can say it's 2 bars, maybe blah 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 blah. I would say spikes have to be at least 4 bars or look like a spike, and then it's a case. It's not technically a spike, but it's a spike. But you can also say it's a downtrend if you really wanted to, and say it's continuing this entire downtrend. So people are looking at that as the trend. So not everybody's going with this. And so now we can think about the selling here because we want to stick with the overall trend because people chase the short-term trend. So short-term trend is the opposite direction. In this case, it's going long. So people are going to go long. They're going short. That's the best option. But I was okay with getting stopped out on that one, to be honest. Then we had a swing low first entry, second entry. That's our signal bar. Swing low first entry, second entry. That's our signal bar. And what happens with spikes? That's a definite spike. That's just 1 bar. That's extremely massive. Probably one of the biggest bars in a very long time. So people will chase them, and selling there's the best option. Then you get a spike down, and what do we know about spikes? People chase them, so you buy. and you get the scalp pretty easy. Then you get swing low first entry, another spike. Will you look at that? And you sell because people chase them, and you get that just enough by the scalp. Yeah, I like that trade, even though we got pretty dang lucky, just got it by a couple ticks. Then you got a swing high first entry, second entry, and I like this trade because overall trend is up because you just came off these lows and you got the strong bars going that way. So overall trend is up now, especially after testing these lows. So short-term trends, people are going to chase them, so going long is what you wanted to do there. And then we took a silly trade here. That's a definite spike. I was thinking 1 2 3 bars, it's not a spike, but if you look at the whole scheme, that's a spike. And so selling there, of course, that's what you wanted to do. Then there was another trade here on the swing high first entry, second entry. This one was a little interesting. You have to think about the spike and what it's doing. So if that was a spike in that direction, people are going to chase that spike. So people are actually going to go long here. If you think about it, you have this spike, right? And if people chase spikes, you get the first opportunity to enter it. That spike, people are going to go long, and so that's why going short there is actually the better option. Yeah, so if you start seeing that correction there, you can start to think, all right, what's the move that people are trying to go for? And that's this spike. And if it's not all the way down here, people are going to go with the most recent spike, which is this direction right here. You could argue saying, yeah, that's what I would do. So shorting there is the best option. And then there was another trade here somewhere, I think, or is that it? Then we got another guy right here on the swing low first entry, second entry, and this is a definite spike. So selling there gets you that scalp. So that's all I got so far. Let's see if we get any more trades before 8:30. About 7-minute video now. Not too shabby. Push on down so we can get. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know if I want to trade that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to do that early morning, 7 a.m. to 10, or 7 a.m. to 8:30. 10 p.m. and then on is actually pretty easy. It's just our strat. We did pretty well. I playback traded it right before this. Actually, I started at 10, traded till I got whatever 30, and then I closed it. Then I started at 7 a.m. and then now I'm recording this. So the 10 a.m. is just stick to that strat. It works well. Yeah.